What up, and welcome back to Boring Reviews. I stole it from Nick. Didn't even tell him I just introduced ourselves. Nick there, Jodi here, and today we are reacting to another Micky Flanagan.
Wow.
I just stole it off from you, and we're checking out Micky is all grown up.
You sound like a mom. He's all grown up.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to say, oh, a little baby.
I love Micky Flanagan. I'm excited for this. I think this might be like another one of those like compilations. Not exactly sure. But thank you so much for watching our previous Micky Flanagan videos, especially the fingered video, Demise of Fingering. Thank you so much for watching that and commenting below.
You just really wanted to say that.
We're glad you enjoyed it. And we're very glad for your response. So we're going to check out this one. Super excited. If you like our reaction in any way, don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Well, I mean, I'm the one pushing this. But we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before we go to England this summer. Please help us out. We would love you forever.
I don't think there's a chance it's going to happen, so prove me wrong. Here we shemizel.
You mustn't threaten to knife children anymore. This is a big no-no.
I agree with that.
We were threatened with knifing on a daily basis, me and my brothers and sisters. My mum, she'd put us to bed about 6:30. It's still light out. People are playing run-outs around the flats. Of course we're playing up. She'd come to the bottom of the stairs. If I come up there, I'll f***ing knife the lot of you. Is that what you want, knifing? And then I'll run away, I will. I'll run away. If I come up there, I'll punch holes in you. Punch holes in you. We're all laughing. Mummy's coming off the Valium again. The other thing you mustn't do to children is burn them anymore. This is considered. You mustn't burn children anymore. If ever I was just staring out the window, daydreaming, my mum was stirring her red hot tea. She would seize on the opportunity to just give me a little tap on the side of the face. Oh, yeah! That woke you up, didn't it? Daydreamer.
It's messed up.
Thanks for that, Mum. Yeah, that was me relaxing for a couple of minutes. Can you imagine doing that in 2013?
No.
Down at Cafe Nero with the other middle-class mums. He's on his DS, I'm stirring me hot coffee, we're talking about our holidays. Oh, well, if you like camping, you should enjoy it and just go, yeah. Oh, just keeping him on his toes, you know. Back in the 70s, when people are proud to live on a council estate, no stigma, lovely. People would come in the pub, I've got myself a council flat, you go, whee! You can just get on the sick, you'll never work again, son. You'll never work again. We weren't the piss-poor family on the estate. Every estate had a proper piss-poor family, didn't it? A family you used to look at and think, we're skinned, but you're f***ing poor, man. How did you get that poor? You know, you'd look in the house, you think, oh, no wallpaper. Sugar still in the bag on the table. The family where the brother had a baby with the sister. You weren't that family, no. Regular working class family, you know, Provident checks, free school dinners, grant uniforms. Things got a bit tough when they put the old man in prison. He did it. At least I got to sleep in my mum's bed, every glad. So, you went to the local comprehensive, and you did all. Stared out the window. We all left school with nothing. Nothing. Most ambitious kid in our class, Gary Hutton. You know why? He wanted to drive a van. He stood up flash, like the careers officer. He said, I'm going to drive a van. We erupted. We said, you f***ing dreamer, Hutton. You'll never drive a van. No kid from this school has ever gone on to drive a van. This this school is here to produce the people who carry the stuff to the van. They made you make stuff, didn't they? Made an ashtray for your old mum. Here, old mum. Keep coughing that shit up in the morning. There you go. An ashtray for your mum. Bottle opener for your dad in the 3rd year. Pram in the 4th year. But this is what we do now. We think about children's feelings now, don't we? We worry about what might influence them. We don't want to worry them, don't want to upset them. You can't do anything in front of children that might upset them. You certainly can't have a drink. This is a big no-no. Never bothered my parents. They would lead us to the pub on Saturday night, sit us all outside, and then we would lead them home.
That's awesome.
Pissed. Try and get money out of them. Give us a tenner then. I don't get drunk.
Not that drunk.
My dad used to get so drunk on a Saturday afternoon watching the racing, rather than come home like that, he would bring home a man more drunk than him. The drunkest man he could find in Bethnal Green. As an example of how bad things could have gone. Some random drunk. Look at this geezer. He's blind drunk. He can't even see straight. I'm just like this. See what a responsible father you've got. And to add insult to injury, he just put this man at the end of the settee in his coat, hat, scarf, big red face. And he'd go to bed, leaving us to spend the rest of the night with a functioning alcoholic. He'd eat all the twiglets and fall asleep.
Twiglets.
Start having a row with himself. Fuck off, bollocks. Oi, guys. You fucking talk to me. I fucking come over there. Don't. You boy. Who do you think you are? Who do you fucking think you are? Who do you think you are? God, come on. Oi, fuck off, oi, boys. We're trying to watch Happy Days here. Drug culture has changed in the UK, hasn't it? Changed. When I was growing up, teenagers had to hide the fact they were taking drugs from their parents. Now parents have to hide the fact they're taking drugs from their teenagers. It's all gone a bit skew-if. Family parties can be a nightmare. Because you turn up and all the generations are there, and what happens is the teenagers hang around, talk to the old people. Teenagers are very serious people now. Oh, they're so earnest and serious. They come across, they've got their tofu. I've got my tofu, got my mineral water, I'm going mental tonight. And they come over to you, hi, I'm Tom, I'm 6'7", 15. This is India. We met in Africa. We were building a well for the locals, you know. They didn't want it, but we built it anyway. We're going on a march tomorrow, Mick, against lactose intolerance. Would you like to come along? Over Tom's shoulder is a slightly overweight, balding man looking at me and going, I don't do it, obviously. I fancy it. Who don't fancy a livener at a family party? I don't do it because I'm terrified. Terrified of having a heart attack. I don't want to be that bloke stretchered out at 10:30, ruining the party. What's the matter with him? Oh, he's having chest pains, apparently. And I just know the paramedics are going to mess with me. Mr. Flanagan, what have you taken, Mr. Flanagan? It was just a cheeky line, really, just a cheeky line. I wasn't gaining it, just a cheeky line. Yes, but Mr. Flanagan, I've got a really important question to ask you. Were you out or were you out? Just in case anyone forgets.
That's the name of the tour that's from, the Out tour.
Oh,
I don't know what the original phrase came from, the Out tour. I mean, I could make a few guesses, but that's all they would be. But Micky Flanagan is just, he's so funny, but I also like him because he's like a regular person. And I love reading from the comments because I learned so much. This guy, as he jokes about, came from like a very, lower class family kind of situation. And so he is like from the street, so to speak. And he's now obviously a famous comedian, but I love his perspective and how he just kind of like brings that into his show to a certain degree, and that kind of like I don't care type of attitude. But he's also very like endearing at the same time. So he's fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's pretty funny. And it is funny because he's saying like when we were growing up, the teenagers kept the secret from the drugs. Now the adults are. But I'm like, yeah, because they're those teenagers doing the drugs.
The same thing.
Of course, they're doing it as adults because drugs are addictive, no matter what. And so, yeah. But it is funny about the seriousness of teenagers because I feel like I see that. Like you do still have like your screwballs, or whatever. But I do feel like teenagers, like when I talk to them, whether it's like at church or like previous students or even like friends who have kids that are teenagers, they're all just very like proper and calm. And like I ran into a friend's son the other day, and he's 18 years old, just graduating high school. And I saw him at church, and I was like, oh my goodness, so-and-so. And he just looked at me, he's like, oh, so-and-so. He's like, how are you doing? How is your family? I'm like, right? I'm like, we're good. Like, how are you? How's your family? I'm thinking, whoa, wait a second. Like,
very proper.
Yeah, because usually their kids like, what up?
It's gonna be really interesting because we've said it many, many times in other reactions, like this generation of parents, our generation of parents, not the best in my opinion. Like he was joking around early on about give the kids everything. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So what is that generation of parents going to be like?
Oh my goodness.
Now, if they come around and they're like the greatest parents of all time, I'm going to like lose it. Because I'm imagining that they're used to everything being about them. Are they going to be able to have everything be about their kids? Which I'm not saying it should be that way.
But at the same time, too, I think that they're going to have a major reality check when they go to the real world and they work. They go to college, they go to work, and they realize that, sorry, like if you're not here on time, you're not here on time. If you're here late so many times, we're just going to fire you.
I don't know. They've had 18 years of training to get what they want and to convince the adults that they were right the whole time. So they're probably going to do the same thing.
And I
customer service is going to go way downhill.
And customer service has already gone downhill. And I have heard a lot of companies say that they just can't find good workers because this is what we have. Yeah, kids reliable. That are on their phone during work instead of being work. I mean, when we were kids, your phone was put away. You didn't even bring it out to work.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. And even now, like, my phone is put away and I, like, make a deal with my students. And it doesn't mean that they all follow along, but I'm like, hey, you put your phone up, I put my phone up. Like,
I'm really bad about that, I'm not going to lie. I'm not supposed to have my phone out, but I'm, like, sitting there, like, checking the sports scores while they're, like, testing and whatever. And I'm just, anyways, not state testing, but, like, just taking a test. Anyways, I get myself fired. Thank you so much for watching our reaction. Let us know what you thought in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.